Every poultry farmer has one big question at the back of their mind. Am I really getting the best out of my feed? And as one as a broiler farmer, feed is one of the single biggest costs when it comes to broiler farming. And how efficiently your bird turns that feed into meat determines whether your business thrives or struggles. And this is where the feed conversion ratio, or FCR, comes in. This is more than just a number. It is the heartbeat of your farm's profitability. So in this video, we are going to explore what FCR means, how to calculate it, and most importantly, the steps that you need to take in order to improve your FCR and to maximize your profit. So before we go into today's discussion, I am Oche from Broiler Farms. I run a poultry farm in Port Harcourt, Nigeria, and I work here in the Middle East. That is why I'm not making this video from my farm. And I've helped a lot of broiler farmers, both old and new, from the tips and educative videos that I create from this channel. So if you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification icon. Then if you have any question at all concerning any topic, whatever, don't forget to leave it in the comment section. I reply all my comments. And if you find this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up so that the YouTube algorithm can push it to other people that need an information like this. Okay, so let's go to the topic for today, which is feed conversion ratio. So what is feed conversion ratio, also known as FCR? Feed conversion ratio is the amount of feed that your broiler eats in order to gain 1 kg of body weight. Okay, so it is a key performance indicator in a broiler farm. So how do you calculate your FCR? Now FCR is equals to total feed consumed by your bird all over the total weight gained by your bird. Okay, so for example, if a broiler consumes 2 kg of feed and gains 1 kg of weight, so that means the FCR, which is the feed conversion ratio, is 2.0. So now, why does feed conversion ratio matters? I'm going to use some of the points I listed here. Okay, so the number one point I listed here, it measures efficiency of feed utilization. All right, now if you have a low FCR, it means your bird are utilizing the feed efficiently. So that means the feed has the right nutrient, your management is good, and also the breed of the bird you are using is also good, right? Now the second point here is it directly affects profitability. We all know that the cost of feed is about 60 to 70% of the cost of broiler farming, right? So if you can get your FCR very well, it's going to help you when you are calculating your profit. So with FCR, you can reduce the cost of raising a bird per kg, and you can maximize the profit of raising your bird per kg if you know the FCR. Then the third point I listed here is it also indicates your overall farm performance. Sometimes it may not be the feed that is lacking some nutrient, sometimes it could be your management. Okay, so this is also going to help you, especially if you have a past record before of a farm that is doing well, same conditions, same feed, same breed and everything, and the new batch is not actually doing well. Then you should know that there is something wrong, and with your FCR you will know immediately if there is a sickness or something like that. So in any batch, when you calculate your FCR, it is a signal that something is wrong. If you are using the same feed that you've been using before, okay, and you've known that that feed has been doing well on your birds, and all of a sudden you start having a high FCR, it could not be from the feed. Maybe your management is poor, maybe an environmental issue, biosecurity issue, and something like that. So it helps you to check your overall farm performance. Then the fourth point I listed here, I said something about it in the point 3, is it helps in comparing different batches or system. Okay, so if you have, that is why keeping record on your farm is very important. So if you have a record of previous batches, okay, and this batch you are rearing now is not performing like the previous batch, then you should know that something is wrong. So you can use FCR for comparison between batches or system. Maybe if you are using free range system before, or you are using a battery cage before and you decide to use deep litter, the FCR will help you to know which of the system is also better. And the fifth point here is it supports sustainable farming. So if your birds are converting the feed effectively, then the waste will be reduced. When I mean waste, I mean their droppings, right? So they will not have to eat much food to gain a particular type of weight, meaning you have less pressure on resources that are used to manufacture raw materials. So it is environmental friendly. So I've told you how to calculate the FCR. So you may be wondering what is the best range for your FCR. So the best range for your FCR under good management should be between 1.5 to 1.8. Okay, so try to target that range when you are calculating your FCR. Then there are other factors that can affect our FCR. It's not just feed alone, okay, like the environment, the climate, your management. When I mean management, in terms of biosecurity, in terms of how you operate your farm, okay, then climate, weather, and stuff like that. There are other things that can affect the FCR. Even the health of your bird and the breed can affect the FCR. So don't think it is only feed alone that will affect your FCR. Having said all of that, how do we improve our FCR in our broiler farms? Okay, so the first point here is use high quality, well balanced feed. Okay, so your feed should be balanced in terms of nutrients, that is in terms of protein and in terms of energy. Okay, especially those people that are manufacturing feed by themselves. When you are manufacturing feed, what you calculate most is your crude protein, and you forget to calculate the energy content also. Most videos on YouTube tell you how to calculate your crude protein and forget about the energy. Okay, but the two has to be balanced. That is the protein source and the carbohydrate source. Then the next point here is ensure clean water and proper drinking management. If they are drinkers and your drinking management is poor, they can contract diseases. Okay, and then if your water supply to them is not enough, then definitely they will not also perform well. Okay, then the third point here is maintain correct brooding temperature and ventilation, right? So your pens should be well ventilated. Then when you are brooding, you follow the right brooding temperature. Okay, I think I have a chart for that brooding temperature in the description below, so you can go download it and use it for your farm. Then the fourth point I listed here is prevent disease with strong biosecurity and vaccination. So don't take your biosecurity for granted, and your vaccination when the time is due. Also make sure you vaccinate your birds. The fifth point, which is at the last here but not the least, is reduce stress by minimizing overcrowding and handling. Okay, so don't overcrowd your cage. Use a normal bed spacing density, right? Then don't malhandle your beds. Like sometimes if you are staying in a place that is close to road, all those are noise from the car, and if you are building your pens close to a generator house, the noise from the generator. Then maybe when you are transferring your bird from one cage to another and they are malhandled, right? So all those will affect your feed conversion ratio. Feed conversion ratio is very important, very, very important. You can use this to maximize your profit, just like I have stated here for you, right? So just try to calculate your feed conversion ratio. It's very important. That is why you need to have a log for your feed intake, right? The feed intake and the weight check. In case you don't have that, I have a log for feed intake and weight check in the description of this video, so you can go there and also download it. Now for those of you that have not subscribed to this channel, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification icon so that you get my videos whenever I publish any one. Then also I respond to all comments. Don't forget to leave comments for me, and if this video you find it helpful, then give me a thumbs up. Okay, then those of you that are awaiting my course, it will be out very soon. Everything has been concluded. I'm just looking for a good website to publish the course. Okay, so very soon you'll get that course, and all these things I just discussed with you are inside the course in depth. Okay, you get every details about this in the course. So this is Oche from Broiler Farms. Peace. I am out.